Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. I told you I'm going to keep pushing this content out until somebody's light bulb goes off, okay? I sure wish mine went off a long time ago, let me tell you. There's so many wise people in this world, and I am ever so grateful to the people that have been helping me and giving me that nudge, you know what I mean? That nudge to carry on no matter what happens, you know what I mean? So I really thank them so very much. I have something on my mind today, though. I have something that I want to talk to you guys about. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and I'm going to deliver it to you the way I thought about it. All right? So, this is like a first person experience. I hope that it can resonate to the people out there. If you're going through the same thing, just hear my words. It's about the past, okay? Dear past, you have been here for so long. From childhood until adulthood, you've always been there with me. There hasn't been a day that I haven't been able to think about you. You're always right there, no matter what. I can rely on you. You remind me of what I've gone through. But I do have something to say. You knock at my door every morning when I wake up. Sometimes even in the middle of the day when I'm working. Sometimes at night, you bring me down. You make me sad to think about some things that I've been through in my life. At this point, I just want to tell you that I would like you to not follow me everywhere I go. Sometimes I need my space. I need my space, past. And we need to find a perfect spot for you to thrive. I've been taught by so many people that I don't need you. I don't need you around me. I don't need you in my life. And that you're the past because you're a past for a reason. That's why it's called the past. Something from a long time ago that used to be alive one day. But today, I just wish that you would go away. I have a present right now. That's where I live. And I have a future, something that I'm focusing on being by using my present to push me along. So why do you keep coming with me? Why do you keep coming on this journey? Why do you always have something to say? Anytime I think of something I want to do or something I want to change, here you come knocking at my door. What is it that you want from me? What is it that you need to tell me? I've been trying to push you down and push you away because you don't make me happy. Most of your memories are not good ones. I must admit, some of them keep me safe, but most of them are really, really depressing. So right now, I just want to sign you off. Be done with you. As the world says it, the past is the past. You have no power in my life. You're not relevant to me anymore. So just go away and stay away. I don't need you. As I started to think about the past, I started to realize that, like so many other things in the world, we're taught things backwards. Everything is backwards. So if they're telling me that the past is the past, it needs to stay there, you need to just forget about it, disregard it because it's not important, what really is the truth then about the past? What's the truth about the significance of my past? I'll tell you what the significance is. The past is not just a negative thing. The past is just not something to remind you of your misery. Your past has power. Your past pushes you along to certain levels. Your past helps you with lessons that you've learned. Your past helps you remember things that are significant to your bringing, to your movement, not your bringing, but your movement in life. So it's not always important to push the past away. Now, sometimes, granted, when you have bad thoughts and things that stir you up or make you upset and takes you back to that place, and I know you all know what that is. When you go back to that place, it's like you're in that situation all over again. And there's nothing that could take you out of it. You kind of just sit through it, you suffer through it, and you're like, okay, I still feel the same way I did before about the situation. But back to what I was saying about the past, I started to recognize that the past has significance as well. The past is also a tool that you can use to grow. It's not always push it down, put it behind you. If I have something that I've gone through and I'm navigating through life now, I'm not saying to follow the same pattern. I'm not saying to be the same person if it's toxic or if it's something that hurts you. All I'm saying is that the past can push you through things that having no past wouldn't be able to do. If I have a track record of doing things that are self-destructive, I can navigate through that past experience, start from my present and say, now I started from a self-destructive pathway. So what I want to do now is I want to create a better life. I want to create a peaceful life. Or how about a past situation where maybe you had a bad relationship? So now you use that to navigate what kind of relationship that you may want. Your experience of the past is not always a bad thing. So I say to my past, thank you. Because I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you guys right now if it wasn't for my past. For so many years, I have been ungrateful. I've been angry about the simple fact that I had such a rough past. I had a past of a lot of mental abuse, and it's a whole level of things that I've been through as a child. And I've gone through physical abuse. I've gone through so much in my life. Anybody could say, I wish that didn't happen to you. And I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, I wouldn't have the confidence that I have now that I can move on into a better existence. Your life does not have to stay where it is. It never did. You just have to convince yourself that everything happens for a reason and for a purpose. It really does. If these things didn't happen to me, I wouldn't be the powerful woman that I am today. I promise you that. I promise you. So don't think you're unlucky. Don't think that nobody loves you. None of that stuff is real. It's an illusion. It really is. Your past is your friend. Your past teaches you things. Your present navigates through some of the things that the past brought back. And when the past comes up and it's something that bothers you, it's something that hurts you, it's a place that you don't want to go, and it makes you feel like you're back in that same situation again, what you first do is you need to acknowledge your past. That's right. You need to acknowledge your past. We have been taught to push it away and disregard. This is why the past keeps knocking at your door every day. This is why the past keeps speaking to you. It's not because it wants to keep hurting you, but it's because you keep ignoring your past. Stop ignoring your past. Even if it's something that you need to come to terms with or have forgiveness for, your past is going to keep coming back. And the more years that you let pass, the more it's going to bite you and the stronger the pain is going to be. So what I say is, tell your past you love it, you thank it for what it's done for you up until this point, and that you promise not to disregard it ever again. And you thank it for being what it is. And that its position is important. Its position is relevant. Acknowledge that. Validate it. Love it. Because no one else will. Anyone else would teach you to just ignore it. Move on. It's not relevant to you anymore. It shouldn't even bother you anymore, right? Well, guess what? Your mind is a lot stronger than you think it is. It's telling you problem unsolved. Come help me. Acknowledge me. Understand me. I'm not asking you to drag me with you through the rest of your life, but I don't have a place because you didn't acknowledge me. What about me? That's what your past is telling you. And if your past does try to creep in, you help it by helping it to understand that there are different levels and that I'm in the present. I acknowledge you, past. I love you, past. But right now, I'm making a future decision, so I don't need you with me. I love you. I'll come back to you. We'll talk. We'll come to an understanding. This is the stuff that you're supposed to be doing. Nobody is going to teach you that. So I'm here today to teach you that. That you need to acknowledge every aspect of your life. It doesn't mean accept it. It doesn't mean that it's okay that that happened. And I know a lot of you are going to say that. That, oh, you know, that if I do that, then it's just like giving negativity and attention. And it's not about that. It's about the fact that it's a part of you. It doesn't make up who you are, but your past is part of you. It's a guide in many ways. If you think about it differently, it is a guide. It helps you to navigate through your life. No one operates on air. No one just operates like that. There's a story, and that story needs to be loved. It needs to be acknowledged because it is just as important as the present and the future. In fact, your future can be so much stronger and so much more abundant if your past had a place. If you stopped and acknowledged it for one moment, because it's all about you. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's all about you. Everything is about you. It's about your healing. It's about what you will do to make a change for yourself. My past has come through my life many times, and I thought that it was there forever, okay? And I thought it was there to harm me, because that's what people teach you. I thought it was a plague. I thought it was something that it's just this evil thing that just won't stop bothering me. And it has nothing to do with that, because society is teaching you to separate from yourself. You are the self, and within yourself, you have another self. That's called the subconscious. You have that. Your mind, your memory bank is so many things that your mind keeps inside to protect you that you don't even understand. You need to appreciate, Lord have mercy, appreciate that. Appreciate your mind. Appreciate how your body is formed. Appreciate what God has given you, because it's all for a reason. You can make a change if you simply acknowledge yourself. This is why there's so many broken relationships, because we take our past, we put it behind us, we think it's not relevant, and we're carrying it on our backs. We're taking it with us when we deal with our children. We're taking it with us in our friendships. We're coming from a broken place because we didn't let that stuff be acknowledged. It's not always about letting it go. It's about acknowledging it. And when your past is at peace, your present and your future are at peace. You can't start on level 2 unless you go back to level 1. It's all about the stages of life. Please, somebody hear me today. Please, I'm begging you, somebody hear me today on what I'm saying, because what I'm telling you is true. You are worth so much. You've always been worth so much. It's time that you acknowledge yourself in full. Your full entire self. The love that your body needs right now is your love. Your acknowledgement. Your acceptance. Give yourself chances. Give yourself chances to make mistakes. But don't take those mistakes and bury them. You bury them, you bury them and it comes right back. In more ways than one. And the next thing you know, you turn around and you have all this damage and dysfunction around you. Am I speaking to someone? You have all this damage around you. If I don't feel that I'm enough, and I go off into other relationships, and I think that that's just the past, and I could just put that away, and nobody's going to notice, guess what? I just lied to me, and I lied to you. By choice. That's another thing. What you do is a choice. How you participate with other people is a choice. And how you participate with yourself is also a choice. I don't care that you've been through something horrible. Join the club. Join the club, okay? Join it. We have all been through something. Let me tell you. Some more than others, but it doesn't mean that you're unlucky. It doesn't mean that no one loves you. It just means that the problems that you had was designed specifically for you, because you have a specific path and a specific purpose. So that's why you had those specific problems. But as you grow up, those problems follow you when you don't acknowledge your past and you don't want to heal. If you don't heal yourself, everything is still the same. When you become an adult, you can't blame mommy and daddy anymore. You can't blame this boyfriend and that girlfriend. You can't do that anymore. Because now it's up to you. What are you going to do with what you have? You have all the tools necessary to move forward in your life. But you can't move forward if you don't acknowledge yourself, if you don't acknowledge who you are in your past. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a strange person. But who told you to go sit with yourself and think about that? Who told you that? If you're lucky, maybe one or two people, that's at maximum. The truth is that everything is about how you perceive it, and also to get your mind out of the gutter. And when I say get your mind out of the gutter, I'm talking about society. Society is a lie. They say the devil is a lie. Society is a lie. So many things that they drill into our minds of how to navigate through life. And if that was true, and if those things that they ingrained in our minds are successful thinking strategies, why are so many people so miserable? Answer me that. Dare to think different. We need to dare to think different. I don't know a handful of people that are happy with their lives. Okay? And if they are, it's certain aspects of it that they enjoy. But most people are plagued by their past. So if I said nothing else to you today, acknowledge and validate your past. It doesn't mean that it's going to make you a negative ball of energy again. Sometimes it will take you to that place if you're still hurt. But acknowledge that also. Acknowledge yourself so that you can be peaceful and that you can have a healed body and that you have healthy relationships, even with yourself from this point forward. It's a choice. Make that choice. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my videos. Mahogany Dee, don't forget that. Instagram, Twitter. I forget the other one right now. Tune into my videos. I'll be on here as often as possible. Love you guys. Much peace and love to you. Bye-bye.